Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today we're going to talk about setting profit goals, developing a watch list, using a simple strategy, and using and applying good risk reward where you win more than you lose. Then you can have a 50-50 system, in other words a coin toss type system where you win 5 and you lose 5 and still have a winning trading system. It's fantastic. And I believe most professional traders have a win rate between 50 and 60%, not the 90% win rate that you see advertised on YouTube and TikTok. The Stock Planner channel is a swing trading channel, and I've been doing this for several years. And I will admit, day trading is a lot more exciting, but it's so time intensive. I like swing trading because I can walk away or set some alerts, walk away from my desk, have another business. It's just more relaxing and less stressful. Anyway, any kind of trading you do, you need to have a simple plan, a good watch list. You have to have risk management. As I said, you must be mentally sound and not get too tensed up when you lose or stopped out. Because the way I trade, I get stopped out a lot. You must have some confidence and determination. Just watch YouTube channels, learn it for yourself, and practice. Just practice your craft. Either small amounts of money or paper trading. But the most important thing I want you to remind you about this channel, we're an education channel and you have to do your own due diligence. I'm just showing you my trades with the hopes that it'll help you. Now let's get started. Let's make some money. Nearly everybody, including beginners, often take a look at how much money can they make. And this is the future value calculator. It's pretty cool. It's free, calculator.net. 10 years out, 12 months per year, starting with $10,000 at 2% per month per period. And every month we're putting $100 a week, which equals $400. And at the end of 10 years, you'll have $302, $303. And a nice calculation shows you the starting balance, the interest in that. And you can play with that, but this is very important, and you should do it on how to set some goals. Day traders might think they might make 5% per month. I don't believe it's possible over the long haul, but it is possible to do it for several months in a row. Anyway, I'm looking for consistent trading, consistent profits, and I'm looking for 6% per quarter, which is 2% per month. Okay, well, as I said, everybody calculates how much they can make, and there it is. Warren Buffett makes 20 to 24% per year, and that's what I want to try to do. I'm trying to beat Warren Buffett. And there's the same $400 added, 302, same thing. And it uses the future value calculation, as you can see here. Hey, I went to school for this, and it did throw me for about a half hour trying to figure all that out. But it's a very simple function in Google Sheets. So starting with $10,000, 10 years, you'll end up with $303,000. That's sweet. But and this is not really using the calculation. It's just taking some stocks and using the percentage of 6%, 20% and 8%. In other words, 20% profit goal and an 8% stop loss. I'm going for the fences. You could do a lot shorter, but I want not to trade so often. I want to trade the options, and this allows me to stay in much longer to see if my option play will pan out. 20%, 8% stop loss. And then this would be based on these stocks, what the stop loss would be, target would be if I had to set them, if I actually bought the stocks. I use option lock, so I use a percentage of the profit in the trade. But then I looked at a win-loss rate. And what I'd like to try to do is a 50% win rate. Now, you see on the internet, people advertising 90% win rates. But they're taking small profits in that one big loss. Lots of small profits makes you feel good, but that one big loss makes you feel bad. I just want consistency, and I believe I can do a little better than the coin toss. But if I had this profit target and this stop loss, and I won 5 out of 5, 5 out of 10, 50% of the time, what would I take? And this section is called the option model performance, and I have the option models hidden, but what I'm doing here is just trying to figure out a better rate than actually buying the stock. But if you bought the stock right here and use the above assumptions where you won around $1,200 and you lost $920, 8% of $1,000 per trade is $920. 8% of $1,000 is $80 minus $1,000. That's your $920. That's if you lose it, you'll end up with $920. And if you win 20% of $1,000, of course, is $200. And if you use the 5-5, you'll end up with a winning trade of about 14%. 14%. So a 50-50, if you can achieve a 50-50, you'll have a winning trade system. And it's better than 6%. Let's go with a losing system, 4 and 6. In other words, you only won 4 out of 6, a 40% win rate. You'd have a losing system on your hands, and you'd end up with losing 7%. So you need to do better than, you need to have your win rate better than 4 out of 10. Let's do 4.5 and see what, and that gives you a winning system, but it does not give you your 6%. And of course, if you could get your win rate up to 6 wins and just 4 losses, oh my, look at that. In my case, I hope to do that with options. So what we have here, we have to have a goal in mind. We have to have a good risk-reward, and we need to win at least 50% of the time. Good risk-reward. That is a key element of a winning trading system. But you need these other 2 things too. Good stocks and a simple strategy. And in case of this strategy, we're going to talk about it, but only going to use the RSI. So the next thing I did was I created this strategic view of where we're at. And I felt that since January 1st of this year, things have been going down, and we were starting to have a high inflation and a recession. So what I did was I went out and picked some stocks that I thought would go up during that time. And this is a list of what stocks that I think are going to go up. China stocks, some energy stocks, and stocks that I think are longer term plays, 2 years out, but maybe not so hot right now. And the stocks that I thought were going to go down, which would be the SPY Q, the Russell, Finance. And I did it for some stocks over here. The stock that I thought would go up and the stock that I thought would go down. Now, how did I do that? It's FinViz, the calculation for today, but I went out for a week and a month, and I picked the stocks that I thought were going to go up, that they're doing pretty good for the month, and the ones that weren't going to do too good for the month. And you can do 3 months as well. Whatever floats your boat to get that list. Another way I did it is I took and looked at which stocks were going up during a recession. That's energy. Holding its own for McDonald's. United States Oil. That seems to be an upward trend for Coca-Cola. Technology stocks seem to be heading down. SoFi down. And there's Coca-Cola on my long list. Hey, it's just what I think, and I didn't spend too much time on it. Identifying the trends. So, some stocks that are going up and some stocks that are going down. Good risk reward, we talked about, and now I need a simple strategy in order to define my entries and exits. So, I don't know, I just named this the prevailing trend strategy because I tried to identify the prevailing trends. And if it's going down, you can see that stock is going down, and you can see that that trend's up, it's trending up. So what do I do if it's going down? This is the RSI, the MACD, which we're not using this time, but I use it all the time because I like that. I take longs when this is way down in deep territory like now. And the stochastic RSI. Right now we're just looking at the RSI. And so when it's below the 30 and comes back around, my settings are in the description below. That's the time to take a long. So I take a long here. Excuse me, a short. That's a short long. You do take a long there, but we are only going to go for shorts here. So we wouldn't do that one. We're only taking shorts because the prevailing trend got mixed up there a minute. We would take one here, and maybe it's coming around here. That would have been good. That would have been good. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. Now we got the long strategy. Prevailing trend is long. I won't be mixed up this time. When the RSI is below the 0, comes back around here, maybe here, and here. Let's see, would that be a profitable? Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, that would have been. And this is when you scale in. That's this is the time to scale in right there. And maybe time now to go long. Find the prevailing trend and take only the RSI singles when they cross back. If you're short, cross back down over the 70, and or when for longs when they cross above the 30. Prevailing trend. Very simple. You can see this visually every morning. You take a watch list of stocks and take a look at this very easily to see where your RSI is and the prevailing trend. You can just eyeball it. So I have a routine that's written in OmniBroker, and it tells me when to buy and sell, and I can do some back testing on it. And with a setting of $10,000 starting bank, and when taking each trade within $1,000 to $1,200, using an RSI 4, target price of 20%, and a stop loss of 8%, and you scale in on new signals. That's important to add more when you have a winning trade. So, using the long and short tickers that I put on my strategic view of the market, the things I want to trade, the things I want to trade long or short, and using those watch lists, the long and short watch list, and running an algo of all the trades that are short, taking shorts when the RSI is above the 70 and come back around. And these are the trades I would have had since 4/1, April 1st. And the win rate here is really actually pretty good for the shorts. But what's happened in the market? The market has went short during that time, and the win rate, percentage rate, is 7.41, and I'm winning 19 out of and losing 6. That's a real good. If I knew it was going short, how do you know that? You don't know which way the market's going to go, or when it's going to change, or when the Fed's going to put some money in. Looking at the long trades from April 1st, you can see our win rate is not so good, and we are losing about 2%. We had 10 wins and 19 losses. What's happened in the market? The market has been in a downward trend. Not good. So if you could identify the trend early, like say first of the year, and say, hey, look, I'm going to be bearish, and then just take the bearish trades. That's kind of what I'm doing. So right now I'm placing more short trades than I am long trades. These are the current open trades, and these are the current short trades. We're going to look at Etsy. Looking at OmniBroker, we see the MACD, the stochastic, and the RSI, just like over in TradingView. The only difference is this is not free, and allows me to write algorithms. Yes, TradingView does allow you to write your own algos as well, but this one allows me to take a watch list, a long watch list of symbols, and backtest a portfolio stocks, whereas TradingView only allows you to backtest one. Portfolio backtesting is very important. Anyway, Costco. Without any of this other stuff here, can you see that the prevailing trend seems to be up for Costco, and maybe people are going bargain hunting based on the inflation recession. Prevailing trend, RSI below the 30. We're taking long trades when it crosses over, and that's right about here. And well, here's one, and here's one. Would have those been winners? That one been a little early, and that definitely was a winner. Delta Airlines been open since the 1st of July. Right here, we see that the RSI is below the 30 and come back around, and there's no prevailing trend here, but it was on our long list. Okay, and when the rule is, I put it on the list, and when the RSI crosses below the 30 and comes back around, that's when I'm going to take it, because I think that Delta's going up. AMD, I'm a big fan of AMD. On my long list, went below, crossed above, and would come back down again, but would have been a winner? Yes, it would have been. And so would have this. On my long list, CNX, I just took that off the table long. And my roadmap says I'm still in, but I took it off yesterday. AIG, in on the 15th of July. Yeah, right there. That's a winner too. So far, it didn't reach my 20% though. So I usually just try to stay in, play it by ear, see what we go for the fences. And if I get a little antsy like I did yesterday, take your profit. Yesterday was a down day, and I had lots of downs, and this was a positive trade. CVX, Chevron, 15th of July, long, RSI below the 30, and come back around. Put it on my list, longs and shorts, and then after that, just go ahead and follow my RSI. That's my strategy. And we're going to take a look at how's it done since January. It shouldn't do that well because this is a long trade. Yes, we're losing some money since January 1st. And it says here that I had 40 winners and 50 losers. The average bars held are about 10 bars, and I've lost around 5%. What's happened to the market since January? It went down. This is a long strategy. Let's see how the short strategy did. Going short, selecting the watch list of short strategy, all the short stocks that I picked for whatever reason. Those stocks are there: Lowe's, Gold Miners, Home Depot, Ford, Etsy. Said we're going to look at Etsy, and you do a run to see how it turned out. Looking at the results, we started out with $10,000 at the first of the year, and our net profit is 31. Sweet. That takes care of the 5% that we have this lost. I can't remember if it's 5 or 7 since the first of the year. 54 trades altogether since the first of the year. We're 7 months. That's going to be around 8 or 9 trades a month. 60% win rate. That's what I need. And I had 22 losers, which is 40% loss. If I just knew which were the prevailing trend, which I did, I actually said I'm at a short buy since January, and I still do. It's very risky, though, to just take all short trades. You have to mix them up a little bit. That definitely gives me the 6% that I need. And it appears that the last 2 days, the 20th and 21st, it seems like I got stopped out a few of my shorts. What's happened in the last 2 days? The market has rallied a bit. And I've taken some max loss on Square. Remember, these are all short trades. XLY, which is Consumer Discretionary ETF, that rallied. Etsy, it seems like it's rallying. Salesforce, I'm still down on Salesforce, but it looks like it's rallied. And the Qs. Disney, I'm still short. I think it's going to be short. And the RSI is above 70. And when it comes back around, that's the time to go short. Because look, the prevailing trend is short, and it's on my short list. All these are on my short list. So we had the max loss, which is what? 8%. Max loss, 8%. We had all these 20% runs and 10%. As I've shown you, we have a net profit of 52%, 53%. And there's our 50-50. Still had a net profit. So what's the moral of the story? We lost on the longs, won on the shorts. Now things seem to be reversing. So the moral of the story is you can never tell if it's going to go long or short. You can't do all shorts and you can't do all longs. But if you have a good risk management with a profit target of about 20% and a stop loss of 8% and let it go, along with a good list of longs and shorts, and then combine that with a simple strategy, you have a winning combination. And I believe that most traders that are successful have a win rate of about 50 to 60%. But they're letting their winners ride. And to do that, you have the risk of reversing itself when they win. Oh my. Well, I hope that helps. Before I let you go, I do have a Discord thread. Most of it's free, in which I put out some of my trades. It has a watch list out there where I give the trends. Also, some signals to help you get started of the RSI, the MACD, and the stochastics, and my trading view settings. Remember to subscribe and like this video. Hope you're winning. Do your own due diligence. Like what you're doing. Let's make some money. Happy trading.